Hello and welcome back. I know I haven't posted in a while. I have just been thrown all over the place emotionally, mostly before the 11/11 supermoon, and now leading up to now has been very peaceful and relaxing. As you can see, I now also have more stones. They have been incredibly just balancing, healing, and I feel back to normal. I've been getting some decent sleep, but still waking up at the usual 3 o'clock ish time. Sometimes it's a little earlier, anywhere between midnight and anywhere between midnight and 4. Um, I can no longer deny my twin flame connection. Uh, there have been too many signs and synchronicities, but the last time that her and I spoke, uh, I thought I was getting a very clear synchronicity that uh, she wanted to take things to the next step. So I had reached out and messaged her to see if she was feeling the same way. And I did not get that reciprocation. So I pulled back my energy, started to reclaim my power and my energy from people, places, and things, really focusing on my faith with God, focusing on my journaling, focusing on starting to take my artistic deep dive where I'm starting out on the Fool card, but I want to I want to keep a lot of the imagery in the same colors, but let me see if I can find them real quick. Um, I wanted to do it with the card that I've been associating the Fool with, which is where probably should have planned this beforehand, right here. So now I just need to figure out how I'm going to sort of transform that into there we go, a little bit of a better zoom in on them. How I'm gonna create the Fool but with all the feathery goodness, you know. So the new stones I got: smoky quartz, tiger's eye, citrine, Botswana agate, um, Shiva shell, and malachite. The Shiva shell, smoky quartz, and malachite have a lot of protective properties to them. That's mostly why I wanted to get them. At the time, I also was using my contacts that were not my own prescription for the past like 6 months, and my eyes have just been over and donezo with it. But finally got insurance, was able to go today, get my exam, got my prescription. Now, the next paycheck I get, I could finally get my own supply of contacts and a new pair of glasses because my old pair were destroyed by my kids. But overall, I'm just so happy, just so happy and grateful that I'm back to being balanced again. Um, through all of these really heavy energetic shifts that's been going on, um, every time I start these videos, I always send out the message that these are supposed to find the right people at the right time. But today I'm hoping to connect to my collective, my soul tribe of people. Um, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're keeping yourself protected. I hope you're able to do the healing you need to continue to ascend. I really hope to meet you someday and just enjoy life. But I'm eternally grateful for these crystals. I forget where on Facebook I watched this video, but the guy was, I think he said he was a biochemist, but he had done so much research on crystals, and that's another reason why I went out and specifically got protection and also fortune and shadow work and speaking my absolute truth, boosting and guiding my intuition, um, just more overall healing in different senses as well. So with my twin flame and myself, pulled back my energy. I'm an anxious attachment. I'm still doing research on it, but what had really flared up with me was these tarot reading videos that I had been following from time to time. And then to the point where it was like, oh, just back to back to back, almost like an addiction. So I've since stepped away from it again. Yes, because I went through it once, saw myself in this cycle. Now here I am again, distancing myself. Ones that seem to pop up with number synchronicities, I listen to for a little bit, but when I start chanting my mantras of God, it's in your hands, God, it's in your hands, I just turn off the video and go back to my music or listening to more God inspirational related videos to help work on changing my mentality for the positive. Because with this, again, another supermoon happening tonight, 11:15, the intentions that we put out tonight are going to be, they have to be flawless. Like, no haphazard intentions being put out there. This has to be absolute finite. I just hope you're all staying protected, that you're meditating, that you're doing things that keep you happy, whether it's collecting stones, collecting cards, playing with your friends, getting out into nature, drawing, painting. It's been so hard to really believe in this twin flame connection because of the tarot videos that I've been listening to for now the past August, September, October, we're now November. Almost 4 months now. Because I had this notion where I thought I could cheat the process. And it's basically what one of the readings said: don't try and cheat the process, just let it happen. And then I kept feeling myself getting more and more attached to these videos, getting more and more attached to the notion and the expectation that something was happening. And that's where I was creating blocks and choking up the relationship. But I've always spoken my truth from the heart to my twin flame, and I've never really gotten the truth back from her. It's always been like half answers, or if it's not related to what I'm talking about, she'll take more time to talk back to me about whatever that topic is. And just not messaging me back, period, or trying to put in the same kind of effort, even on a friendship kind of level. And in the last video I heard, she's going through a whole bunch of tower moments, and she's wondering, well, where am I? Like I told her, I was gonna pull my energy back since the feelings weren't reciprocated, and I said I'm happy that she was doing okay. And it's been crazy hard to find a balance of logical and emotional with this connection. But I'm slowly getting there more and more. And I can't explain it. And for everything I don't understand, I lean on God. I surrender all expectations, holds, controls, anxieties, worries, doubts, fears, ego, pride, and impatience. It's been so freeing to be able to focus on myself. But then there was that constant little itch in the back of my mind, like, oh, just reach out to her, it'll be okay. But then there was another side of me that was like, no, this time you need to stay in your power. And that's the side I've been listening to this past week. So when it comes to the connection itself, I don't deny it. I know it exists. I appreciate it. I'm grateful for it. I still love her with every fiber of my being. At the same time, though, I realize I am more than enough. And right now, she has to overcome a world of different fears that are not my own, because I've already went through those challenges many years ago and time again throughout the past 20 years. So I've learned to go with the flow in a sense, but it hasn't been until this past week where I feel I'm actually going with my divine flow. And I've been really putting off trying to make these videos, but I need to. And again, I keep hoping and wishing and putting the intention out there that these videos find the right people at the right time to bring you comfort, bring you some kind of peace or understanding, some sort of empathy or sympathy, to be able to heal wounds that you've been holding back. Because once you go through all those wounds and you see them, you're able to realize them, acknowledge the emotion, and then just let it go and continue existing. It's so freeing. And at the same time, I have to constantly strengthen my faith, because there's a whole new world of spiritual attacks going on as your spirituality, no matter what shape or form it takes, starts opening you up to more and more spiritual battles, to where you need more tools that help you bring you balance, protection, keep your heart, mind elevated and open to new possibilities and ideas, perseverance, strength. Having the capability to break down old habits. that are not only destructive but don't serve your higher self anymore. And again, I'm so grateful to have this outlet, to be able to scatter this video across the internet with no tags attached to it. Some people view it here and there, and I'm eternally grateful for you. I hope that I bring you a smile. I hope that I ignite that little bit of hope that you lost, to help you keep looking forward to the next day with hope, with some sense of positivity. To be able to be grateful for one little beautiful thing that happens in your day each day, no matter what it is. Like when fall started here, there was just this random swarm of tiny little bugs that had super fluffy white butt ends to them. They were like a gnat, but they just had this really feathery white butt, and I've never seen them before. They're looking like just little puffs floating around, flying in all different directions, dancing around. It was really beautiful. Just like a living snow cloud in the middle of like 60-degree weather. It was really beautiful. And I've never experienced that where I used to live. I'm just so grateful to be on the journey that I have been on these past, more so the past 7 years, just because of so much knowledge and lessons that I've had to go through in order to get to where I am now. I can finally look back on it and not resent the things that I've done to myself or to others. And I've reached out to a majority of the people that I have, in my mind, done wrong in some fashion, and have asked for forgiveness and have said sorry. And majority of the people have forgiven me, and we've moved on. There's one person that hasn't, but that's okay. I don't need her forgiveness. She's in God's hands now. And we'll leave it at that. But everyone else has been really amazing. And I'm eternally grateful for the people that I get to love in my life every day. Though I walk through the shadow of the valley of death, I fear no evil. I will not waver, for your rod and your staff are my comfort and my peace. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leads me to green pastures. He lays me beside still waters. The Lord is my refuge. No weapon forged against me shall prosper. In the storms, my faith is strengthened. Sorry, I thought someone else was coming into the apartment, so I got a bit worked up in my energy there. And I think they will be back soon, so yeah, we'll leave tarot to the side for right now, and we'll use our Soul Tribe deck. otherwise, seriously, I've been doing just so amazing. I know I stutter over my words a lot, and I used to get speech therapy for that years ago, but ever since, ever since, all right, well, all of these fell off to the side, so I'm gonna take them. But ever since I've started this twin flame journey, that might be too many. 4, yeah, that's way too many. But ever since I've started this twin flame journey, I've noticed that my stuttering has come back. There we go. I've noticed that my stuttering has come back, and for whatever reason, I've really been uh, into writing in cursive. And again, I haven't I haven't written in cursive for at least 20 years and have not been around my twin flame in at least that amount of time as well. So the fact that all this is still affecting me so deeply, I just I can't explain it. I can't get other people that I've tried to talk to understand it. And yeah, I might have to finish this up like right now, but we'll see if we can get one more card to come out. Again, I hope you all stay protected tonight. This is going to be the last supermoon of the year. I see a bunch of good messages at least. Starvader Pixie Powder. Come, I shall give you peace. A beautiful moon? It is but a lump of rock reflecting the light of a star. Light element, a gleam. This one here is fine? Oh, how whimsical you are. And then on the bottom of the deck, I found you. There is no escape this time. Take care. Stay safe.